Hi, the activity today is to review some of the shapes the kids are learning. Also, to stimulate their creativity, and maybe they can also work on their fine motor skills. So the parents, with the help of the child if they want to, can cut some shapes on paper of different colors. See, like I have here. You can also color white paper or have him or her help you coloring it. You also talk about each shape, and because we have to reinforce that knowledge, ask questions. For example, you can ask your child, what is this shape? There are several of them in different lengths and colors, but they are all long rectangles because they have two sides that are the same length. They're longer than the other two sides that are shorter, and they have the same length too. These are also rectangles. Triangles, all triangles, it doesn't matter what type of triangles they are, have three pointy parts called angles and three sides. We also have a square, and a square has all its sides are the same length. A square. I do have another shape here. We have talked about this one in class, but it's a very different one that we have to remind them sometimes. It's a crescent. It looks like a moon, or like the moon looks sometimes. Crescent. I have here this shape. It has two sides that are the same length and other two sides where one of them is longer than the other. It's called a trapezoid. Trapezoid. Now, I can form things with my shapes. For example, this shape here actually is not a shape, it's two shapes together. I have a long rectangle and then I put little squares on it. See, I'm making something new from two shapes together. Now you can ask your child to make something with these shapes. What can you create with these shapes? I am going to give you an example. Let's see. This week we're talking about fairy tales. So I am gonna go with this triangle, a long triangle, and this circle. That could be a person. To me, it's looking like a princess. Maybe this could be the hat. I hope you can see it better if I move it like this. So a princess with a hat. And if I'm going too specific, I may use this long rectangle. Oh, I like it better. That could be the hair, or that could be like a scarf they have on their head. Let me make something else. I'm gonna put that there. I have a bunch of green things here. I wanna make something like a dragon maybe with green. I'm gonna use my trapezoid as a body. What can I use? Maybe the crescent as a tail. I can give it some wings, right? Here and here. Wings and a head, kind of like an alligator type of head. There is my little dragon. The head going like ah, ah, and the wings flap, flap, flap. I'm gonna move that here. Now with squares and rectangles and even triangles, you usually can make buildings. Let's see, we're talking about fairy tales and the letter Q. That's where the queen lives. So in a castle, a queen lives in a castle. I have my square. Hey, this little shape I made before can go on top. I like that. It's looking like a castle already. A tiny one. Maybe if I put a wall on front. Yeah. That's the wall that is gonna protect the castle. And sometimes they have turrets. I think that's how you call it. So I am using a long rectangle, a long and big rectangle, and this one is a shorter rectangle to make turrets. One on the left, one on the right. And they need to have some type of roof. Well, let me put this one here. I guess the other one can stay without a roof. I also have this long rectangle. Where can I put it? I'm gonna put it right here, behind there. Okay. Usually there is a tower and somebody is in there, lives in the tower. So that's my tower. And I'll put a little door, portico, I don't know, I think you call it like that. Ooh, I like what I'm creating. And I guess I can make little trees here. That's a tree. And that's another tree, a circle in a long rectangle. This one is longer than this one, or taller than this one. So we have a big tree and a small tree. And yes, my friends, I have made a castle with a princess, little trees, and I'm gonna move my dragon over here with the trapezoid, the crescent, and the wings. Oops, sorry. Flapping in the air. And I keep on coming back. And the little head. Maybe that dragon is flying around. See what I made with shapes? And that's what you use when you start drawing too. I have been drawing for a long time and I still use my shapes. Do you like my castle and my princess? I would love to see what you can create. Till later.